Hi, I'm Jessie Lynn.
And I'm Leah.
Get your tuna creations.
And a pickle in a bag.
It's a curb set.
And you're invited.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Lee.
Good morning, JL.
And good morning to our friends on the curb.
Good morning to the curb.
How are ya? What's going on?
I'm good. I am feeling a little bit like cozy, sleepy, tired this morning. A little slow.
Ooh, okay.
But fine. We stayed up watching Game of Thrones again until frickin', 12:30 last night. So that's my new life.
Game of Thrones is so violent. I don't know how you can do it.
There are times where I really have to be like, can we take a break? Like, I know I talked about this last episode, but like it.
Yeah.
But also we're in the early seasons right now when the acting is so good and the writing is so good, and Peter's never seen it before, so like I know how bad it gets and he doesn't, and I'm just like so sad because it's so good right now and it just gets so bad.
Really? I've never heard that.
Yeah, like the final seasons are kind of rough because it's based on a book series that is not finished, and the series, like the TV show series, had to go beyond what was already published and just like kind of make it up from there, and because they weren't basing it off the books anymore, and then it like completely falls off because they didn't have people plotting it for them. They had to plot it themselves. No offense, but
no offense to writers' rooms across America.
No, just to these two specific showrunners, maybe. Don't cancel me.
Oh my God. Well, I personally have been really sad that I'm up to date on everything Bravo. You know how much I care about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, the season's over and I'm really sad about it. I'm fully caught up on Beverly Hills. I'm caught up on Traders. I'm caught up on everything. I'm caught up on... Okay, so I'm caught up on Southern Charm, but tonight premieres Summer House, and it's going to be a wild season. I don't know if you know Kyle and Amanda.
I don't know anything about those people.
Okay, well, my girl Amanda is free, finally.
We're thrilled for Amanda then. Perfect.
I don't know if Amanda is thrilled for Amanda, but I think everyone will be thrilled.
Great.
Yes. All the watchers are thrilled, but yeah.
Wow. I need you to sit down and talk to my brother's fiance because you like all the same shows and you both have tried to tell me how much you love these shows and that I should watch these shows, and I just simply will not watch them. And so I need to sit you down with Caitlin so you guys can talk about this stuff.
I would love to sit down with Caitlin, and you can even ask her if she's happy for Amanda. I bet she probably is.
Okay, I will do that.
Caitlin, are you listening? Are you happy for Amanda or not?
I'm saying my friend JL, who watches reality TV, wants to know if you're happy for Amanda. And that's all I'm going to write.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's see what she says. I don't think Caitlin listens to the podcast, so she'll never know this is happening except for the text that I just sent her.
Good. I mean, Amanda out of context, like if she's a Summer House girl, she'll know, but
oh my God. I can't wait to see what happens here. So we have another installment of the morning announcements this morning.
Yeah, we received a DM.
I'm so sorry. She goes, I'm over the moon for Amanda.
Oh my God. We're soaring. That is Amanda right now. Flying.
Oh my God. I said, Kate, I'm dying. We're recording the pod right now. I think she's upstairs. I think she probably can hear me.
Oh my God.
That is so funny. Oh my goodness.
And you know this is really hard for me. Okay, you actually don't know why this is really hard for me, but I will tell you. And it's because Kyle Cook, who is the villain in this story, to me, he is from the one and only Granite State, Live Free or Die.
But you hate when bad people are from the New Hampshire state.
Yeah, I mean, he is living a little too free, and he has been for a long time. And now he's dying.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So,
oh my God. Wow. Well, if we've learned anything here today, it's that all the reality TV girls got to stick together.
and we are.
And we are.
Okay,
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Circling back,
Yeah.
we did receive a DM from someone asking for explicit details of how Mrs. Lee hacks the point system.
Yes. Today's
And
the day.
I would like to know as well. She texted me this morning, dear listener, and said, I'm writing detailed notes about my credit card points for the morning announcement. Oh my God. And it's long.
And if the viewers can see this, that's what's happening. But I think what will help, because it's so long, is if we make this more of a conversation. Because I felt like when I was talking about how to do a long haul flight, I was just like yelling at you. Okay. So let's have this be a bit of a Q&A style situation.
Okay.
For the listeners.
I will say I texted her back and I was like, I love that our morning announcements are turning into you having a detailed official press conference of a response, and me being like, remember to wash your hands this flu season.
But that's just as important, because gosh darn it, not enough people are washing their hands, clearly.
Wait, did I tell you I did get a flu shot?
I'm so proud of you, finally.
I know.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. I got a new primary care physician. Brag, haven't had a physical in years. I did it.
God.
Did you know that they don't do anything at a physical?
Yeah, that's actually
No.
the craziest thing. Like, when I became an adult and went to a physical, I was like, oh, we're just gonna talk.
My
They
physical
take your
was,
blood pressure.
But they take my blood pressure anytime I go for anything.
I know.
They were just like, you good? That's literally it. She told me to go to therapy.
And
I
you're
was
like,
like,
I am. Like,
babes, we're far past that.
babes. Oh
Yeah,
my
that was
God.
a real surprise.
Yeah.
Don't you want to press on my stomach or something?
Don't you want to just see what's going on? Like, look in my ears or anything? Like,
Do you need to look up my nose, check my
do you need me
tonsils?
to say, like, I...
They didn't even check my knee reflexes. It's not fair. They don't
know.
even care.
They don't even care. I know.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
We're going to talk about credit card points today.
Okay. How did we get here?
I don't know. So, I have to disclaim first that I merely have a BFA in musical theater and not a degree in finance, not a degree in accounting, in financial advising. I have taken no exams. I have no expertise. I simply have anecdotal experience and a dream. So don't take my advice. This is for fun. Okay.
I'm already having fun.
The first caveats we have to make are that you have to pay off your credit card. Before we talk about anything else, you can't do anything that I'm about to say if you're not planning on paying off your credit card.
I already want to say you're already yelling at me. First of all, don't take that tone.
About my credit card.
You can't tell me what to do.
All I'm saying
Moving
is that
on.
those interest rates are high, and you don't want to be stuck with credit card debt, is all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So it's also probably easier to do everything that I'm going to say if you have already built good credit. So I had a credit card for the first time when I was I think maybe when I was in high school, and I went on a school trip or something, and my mom wanted me to have a credit card just in case or something like that. You get those no fee, little cutesy credit cards, whatever. You want to build credit and have a good credit score before you do
Like a
any of
Cricket
this.
wireless phone.
Exactly that. Exactly that. It's like your Discover card that Paulette from Legally Blonde, what the hell is her name? Jennifer Coolidge is advertising during football games.
Wait, what was that phone? I think it's Cricket. Wasn't there a phone that only had 5 buttons or something, and it was
oh yeah, it's
you
it literally
could have
is,
3 contacts?
Exactly. Yeah. For when kids today are not going to understand the early stage, cell phone situation,
Right.
Anyway, yes, you need your training wheels card first, probably. And if you've got a good if you've got a good credit score, you can probably jump right in. So, the way that I'm able to get so many points and use them for flights and fly for free and all that jazz is because I have cards that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I yelling again?
No, I'm just listening.
I have cards that basically get me points. So I don't use the cash rewards cards. I don't use travel rewards cards. And those are no fee cards. You really can only get the goods if you're using the cards that have yearly fees. Now, that's money. So obviously, if you can't afford that, you don't want to do that. But these yearly fees are anywhere between like $60 to $600 a year, depending on the card. So basically what you get is you get a whole bunch of perks that kind of offset the cost of the yearly fee. And what you get in return is anytime you spend money on that card, you're earning points. And so credit card points can then be transferred to partners. They can be transferred to hotels. They can be transferred to airlines.
This is the part where I always quit. Because I do use my credit card points religiously. Like, I don't pay for hotels anymore. But transferring them is too far gone. I will book from my portal, like my banking portal, but I know that I'm losing money on that and once I hit, like, if I hit transfer, I'm so scared that the points are going to be lost to the ether.
I completely
and I'm
understand.
not willing to risk it.
I get you. I do get you. The thing is that sometimes airlines will run deals where they're like, instead of it being 1-to-1, that like for one credit card point, you get one airline point, it's actually for one credit card point, you get 2 airline points or 1.5 airline points. So like there are transfer deals that happen all the time where you can get more for your points, and having them outside of the credit card portal almost always is a better deal. We've compared it before, like looking at if we got this hotel on booking.com versus if we got the hotel through the portal. It actually ends up being more expensive through the portal. So sometimes they're like, it's kind of screwing you up. Well, and of course it is. They are incentivized to try and keep you on their app because they make the money then, not American Airlines or whatever.
Right.
So that's the first thing, is like the reason that you're able to get perks and points and everything is because you're transferring it out. And so an important thing you have to understand is, what are the airlines that you use the most? Yes.
I have something to say that's unrelated, but I do want to say it nonetheless.
Please. I wish you would.
It's related to an airline. JetBlue is my enemy.
Correct. They have the worst transfer rate in America.
Okay, so they're my enemy now for so many reasons, but first and foremost, because did you know that if you want to speak to someone at JetBlue, there's a $25 fee?
What?
And they don't tell you that until you've been on hold for 16 minutes.
That is diabolical.
I was on hold for so long, and then they were like, if you would like to opt out of the $25 fee, then you feel free to chat with our AI assistant. And I was like, huh? Hold on, what was that? And that reminded me that this has happened to me before, but I totally forgot that it had happened to me before. And it's happened to Ryan, and Ryan does not stand for that. But yeah, you get charged $25 for speaking to a human, and if you don't speak to the human, nothing gets done. Nothing is solved by the AI agent. And I have all these, like, I'm supposed to have 2 flight credits that are not in my account, and I can't find them, and they're nowhere to be found, and they're going to expire. And I'm like, I want these flight credits. Oh my God. Where are my flight credits? But I can't get in touch with the person to ask them because they're going to charge me $25. And that is annoying. Anyway,
is so messed up.
Going back.
Well, and JetBlue, this is related because JetBlue has one of the worst transfer ratios. Like, it's like 1 credit card point to like 2/3 of a JetBlue point. It's actually less. Like, bad. Okay.
My dad is Mosaic, though, so we're a JetBlue fam. Also because we're in Boston, but you know, what can you do?
So an important thing here is that it helps to be airline agnostic. So like if you're someone who here's the other thing.
Leah.
None of this. What?
Airline agnostic? Did you make that up?
No. Like, meaning you can't be beholden to one airline. You have to be like open to.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize people in the points community are referring to agnostic.
Oh my God.
That is so funny. Okay, sorry.
I'm being
Moving on.
bullied.
No, I thought you made that up. I literally thought you made that up.
I mean, like, I didn't make up the idea of using the word agnostic like that, but I don't know.
I'm going to start saying that I'm agnostic for anything.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry, go on. Sorry. Oh my God.
So if you're just beholden to one airline, you sometimes can't use credit card points from like it's the transfers don't work as well, right? So like you also want to know, like, if you fly United a lot, okay, that isn't the Star Alliance, that's also Air Canada and Lufthansa. If you flying Blue a lot, that's KLM and Delta and Air France. If you fly if you're like One World and Avios, that's like Qantas, I think is how they say it. American Airlines, Finnair. The only reason I mentioned Finnair is because we fly Finnair a lot. I guess regular people don't always fly Finnair, but Peter loves to fly Finnair.
I've never even heard of Finnair.
Yeah, it goes to Finland.
Of course.
So knowing what airlines code share allow you to, like, because certain credit cards, American Express, for example, has a way better transfer rate to, like, I might be making this up, but for example, American Express transfers better to KLM and Flying Blue than it does to United. So we need to be able to fly, but like our other card, like our Chase, really does help us with United points. So we have one card that helps us get more United points. We have one card that helps us get more American Airlines KLM points. Like, so having multiple credit cards, and this is where it gets into you need to be a responsible adult, but like having multiple credit cards can help you. Franklin, welcome.
For those listening, Franklin has joined
Walked
us.
into frame. Yeah. You basically, we have a lot of credit cards because it helps us fly on multiple airlines, which often helps us find the cheapest flights to get to where we're going. So if we were just like, we could only fly United, we might not be able to get the cheapest flight every time that we want to go somewhere. So this is the next point, is having multiple cards. And an advantage of having multiple cards, or an advantage in order to get multiple cards, is being in a relationship. I will say that there is a privilege, there is an advantage to there being two people trying to go on trips and do things together than if you were trying to do it by yourself. Because between me and Peter, we have different credit cards. So like he has the Amex, I have the Chase, he has the United Explorer. We both have Capital One Ventures, but they're different. So like between us, we have like 7 credit cards that we can play around with. But again, we just pay for everything we do in our life on our credit cards and then pay it off from our bank account. So like we are not using the credit cards to just like do whatever and like, you know, pay for stuff we can't actually pay for. We're just like using our credit cards as if it was our bank account, essentially, like only paying the money that we have. But because we put it all on the credit cards, those purchases that we would normally be making on our utilities bill or whatever, groceries or something, earn us points every time. So every dollar we have going out is getting us points. That's one of the most important things, is just that, like, if you're spending money, if you really want to hack these points, every dollar you spend wants to be on a credit card. But that can be backed up by your debit account ASAP. Always pay it off. We never do the minimum. We pay it off every single month down to 0 so that we're never like having to pay interest on it.
I think the thing is that takes a lot of discipline.
True.
From you.
Yeah.
And not everyone has that.
I mean, that's fair. And I think if that is like your journey and you wouldn't be able to stop yourself, maybe this, like, and I'm not saying you, Jessie Lynn, I'm saying like you, the listener, then maybe this is not the journey for you. Also, if you don't travel
just check
a lot,
in with your heart and your finances and your mind and be like, am I someone who can pay this off?
Right.
Actually, and someone who will.
And who can like compare the balance on the credit card to your actual bank account and know, do I have this money? Like, So, and the other thing too is if you don't travel a lot, this may not be worth doing. Because, like, I will tell you, the only thing I use points for is flights and hotels. So, like, if I wasn't using it for those things, then the $600 fee on some of these cards, like, doesn't actually end up being worth it because you're not actually using it. So, the last thing I'll say is that if you're going to do, so first of all, if you're going to do this, you want to know where your points are going to go, like that you're actually going to use these points for something. And then you want to make the annual fee worth it, meaning utilizing all the perks. So we have perks on all of these different cards and we utilize all of them. This is what we were saying a couple episodes ago, that like I have all of the streaming services. I do not pay for all the streaming services because I pay the annual fee for like whatever credit card. It comes included in something. And like Amex, I think, pays for Walmart Plus. So we have Walmart Plus and like that pays for Disney Plus or something. They're like even our like grocery, what the hell?
Delivery?
Subscription. Yes. Like the subscription pays for a TV subscription. So like stuff like that, like you want to make sure you're utilizing that stuff. Like we get an Uber credit every month, so we use the Uber credit. One of Peter's cards gets him a Lululemon credit once a quarter, so he buys a pair of Lululemon pants because it's money that like we have already paid on the credit card to get the annual fee. So why not get the pants for the money that we paid? You know what I mean? Like, so you want to use. You don't want to just be paying them. You don't want to just be paying them for nothing, right?
Right.
So that's the other thing is like making sure that you're utilizing the perks and also that you're only getting these credit cards for the points if you're actually going to use the points. Otherwise, you're just paying things on a credit card and paying it off. Like if you're not going to use the points, there's really no point. So I think that's everything. Any questions? Did that explain how I hack it and how I'm able to get, like, did I actually answer the question?
I think so. Yeah. You pay for things on different credit cards that have different best transfers and you pay them off immediately and then you transfer those points and then you use them.
One final point that I forgot to say. So sorry.
Okay.
The way to get points quickly is cards that have a sign-on bonus. So oftentimes opening a new card and spending a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time allows you to get a shit ton of points at once. So for example, we both just got the Capital One Venture and they had a sign-on bonus that was 75,000 points if you spent a certain amount of money in 3 months. That number is usually almost nothing if you're someone who's paying everything like your normal life expenses on your credit card. Like, I mean, we could spend that in 1 month, whatever the sign-on bonus, like how much you have to pay in order to earn the points. So we always, like, if we're going to do this, we, again, have to make sure that our credit scores are going to be okay because opening a new card can, like, lower your credit score. But we each signed on to this new card and got the $75,000 bonus points, and that was how we were able to pay for our flights for our honeymoon. So the sign-on bonus cards also can make a real difference as well. But again, you need to like decide if you're going to be adding a new card to your family because that has its own consequences.
Yeah. Adding a new card to your family.
Yeah. To the household. So anyway, that's how we do it here.
Thank you, financial advisor Leah.
Yeah, that's me.
Thank you, H&R Block Leah.
Oh my God. Now for us to get sponsored by Capital One. That's next.
Capital One Venture card. Me and Brooke Shields.
What's in your wallet? That's all I have to say.
Nothing. Nothing.
I sold something on Facebook Marketplace yesterday, and the person was like, "Do you have $5 change?" Like I only have a 50 or whatever, like whatever it was. And I like was like, "No, I literally don't. Like I don't have any cash." Like,
No.
I don't know what you want me to do.
What is this? The 1800s?
Yeah, right. Like I don't have cash. Sorry. Do you have any morning announcements for us today to tell us to get our flu shots or anything?
My morning announcement is that I have been drinking the I think it's Canadian Americano. Is that what it's called? I might have made that up. But it's an Americano with a splash of cream. And I make it, I think, the way that everyone else does, but I could be wrong, where I make 4 shots of espresso and then I let it, well, that's what I drink every morning.
I'm so sorry. I never knew this about you. 4 shots of espresso?
every morning.
Okay.
That's why I'm like this. Okay, so.
So anyway, you're making your 4 shots of espresso.
Leah's hacking her points, and I'm making 4 shots of espresso. And then I let it sit for a second, and then I fill the cup with a bunch of ice, and I kind of swirl it around so all the ice melts. And then it's like, espresso and water instead of espresso and then pouring milk into it to let the milk cool off the espresso. But it's just, I'm just drinking a lot less milk in the morning. And I try to drink less milk during audition season anyway because it's not great for my voice and I get very phlegmy from dairy. So it's really kind of changed the game for me to have really just 4 shots of espresso, some ice water, and a splash of Chobani sweet cream creamer.
Wow, what a delight.
Yeah,
that
it's a real delight. Yeah, that was all in here. It's gone now.
Uh-oh. And so now the pod can really begin. Now that the 4 shots of espresso are in Jessie Lynn's system.
Here, listener.
I texted Jessie Lynn that I had to eat something before we started recording because lately my stomach growling has been getting into the podcast.
So loudly. So loudly.
Oh my god. Sorry. So I had my little blueberry bread this morning to combat that. So
blueberry bread?
Yeah, I made it.
Did you make
with
it?
my own 2 hands, yes.
Oh my god. Leah's such a good cook / baker.
Thanks.
I'm jealous.
Thanks. But enough about me. I heard that I need to hear about your trip to the acupuncturist.
I would love to tell you about my trip to the acupuncturist.
Please.
This was one of the most memorable experiences that I have ever had since moving to New York City, this big bad apple where I love to take a bite. And I want to preface this with I have previously had one very good experience at this exact facility.
Okay.
And it was years and years and years and years ago. Okay. So once I found out that my endometriosis has made a triumphant return to my system, I was like, all right, I need to get holistic up in this bitch. And I'm going to start taking care of things myself, starting with acupuncture. I make an appointment. I walk on over there after work. I'm a few minutes early and fill out the forms. My acupuncturist is really nowhere to be found. And so I end up sitting and waiting for about 20 minutes. And, the front desk girl comes over and she's like, oh yeah, she's coming. So she eventually does come over and she approaches me very flustered. She's like, are you Jessie? And I was like, yeah, hi. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm running so late. I was actually in acupuncture myself. I was getting acupuncture. She's like, my back is literally killing me. Like, it is literally killing me. It hurts so bad. Oh my God. Like, I totally tweaked it this morning. And so it's just been like, ugh, it's been such a day. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? Or do I need to reschedule? And she's like, no. Like, that's actually the great thing about working here is that I can just, get needled whenever I need. And so, but yeah, that's where I was. So I'm so sorry, really. Oh my God, my back is killing me. I'm like,
what is this person's like age and vibe?
Well, this was the first red flag. And this is not, maybe that's really naive and rude to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think if I ever go to acupuncture again and a 24-year-old girl named approaches me, that's my sign to leave. So we're walking to the back and she's like, oh my God, yeah, like my back literally is killing me. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't, are you sure this is okay? Like, I'm really okay to leave. And she's like, no, it's fine. So I sit down and I tell her I have endometriosis and she's like, all right, so that means you like have diarrhea? I was like, perfect.
Oh my God. And you're like, yes, but
that's unrelated. So
oh no, wait, this is a problem.
Okay, so we're sitting down. She asks me if I have diarrhea. I'm like, yeah, but it's also like, I just have like chronic pelvic pain and da-da-da-da-da. We go over some things. She has no idea what is going on. She tells me to get on the table. I do. I'm in nothing but my skivvies. She comes back in and she's like, oh my God. literally I was out there and I went to go tie my shoe and I stood back up. My back totally tweaked again. Like, it is so crazy. It's literally so bad.
Go
And
be
I was
quiet. Like, why is she saying this?
so I'm lying down in my undies and a little bra, and she's like complaining about her back, which I feel bad about at this point. I'm like, I really want to leave, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so she goes in, she starts taking needles. She's just honestly sticking them wherever. And I'm like, or at least that's how it feels to me, that
Sure,
she's just
sure.
kind of going willy-nilly. So I was like, I'm actually really curious. Like, could you explain to me about where you're putting these and like what they do, each specific one? And she's like, yep. So this one in your foot is for the liver. And then I'm going to put one here in your leg. That's also for the liver. And this one here I'm going to put in your stomach. That is for the kidneys and also the liver.
No.
I wish I was exaggerating in the slightest. I fear I am not. So then needles are going in. She's like, is anything uncomfortable right now? And I was like, actually, yeah. My feet are... the ones on my feet are really hurting. The top of my right foot and the inside of my left.
Okay.
She's like, okay. Is it like hurting? Is it pressure? And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty uncomfortable. Like they're hurting. She's like, okay. So she takes the one out of the inside of my right foot, and she's like, all right, so it's this one. And I said, no, the top of my right foot, the inside of my left. She's like, okay, I'm so sorry. The top of your left foot, the inside of your right foot. And I was like,
no. This is
opposite
my nightmare.
that.
No, this
Opposite
is my nightmare.
that. The top of my right foot, the inside of my left foot. She's like, all right, I'm just going to replace it with a different needle then. She inserts a bigger needle into the top of my right foot.
Into
I'm like,
your liver. Oh no.
and I'm like, that actually does hurt worse. That's the one that was hurting. And she's like, wait, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Inside of your right foot, top of your left? I was
Stop.
like, I start laughing. I'm like, reverse that. And she hits the table and she goes, oh my God. I think what's happening here is I'm literally in so much pain I cannot even think right now.
Then why are you doing this procedure?
I can't even think straight. Like, I'm literally in so much pain. I think I just have like brain fog. I think that's just what's going on. I was like, okay, yeah, it's fine. And so she puts in some smaller needles in my feet, and it ends up being fine. The one in my leg really hurts, but I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. She's like, all right, do you want to listen to a meditation, a guided meditation, or just a sound bath? And I was like, can I hear what the voice sounds like first? And she was like, yeah, I can play it for you. And I was like, okay, great. Yeah, I mean, like, I just want to, if it's a soothing voice, I would prefer that.
Yeah.
So she puts on the voice, and I was like, yeah, that's great, actually. I would prefer the guided meditation. And she goes, okay, let me just restart it. And then I'm going to give you this button. If at any point you need me, press this button. It goes right to my watch, and I will come get you anytime. Like, just click this if there's anything, if you're uncomfortable, if anything happens, press this button. I'll be literally right here. And I was like, great, thank you so much. So she covers my eyes. She puts these headphones on. She gives me the button. She's like, yep, I'm just going to restart the track. She restarts it. Nothing but gongs. What I hear enter my eardrums is it's nothing but gongs. It is not the guided meditation. She did not restart the track. She put on the sound bath. It is what we call gongs. In some cultures, they call it gongs. And interrupted with some chimes. Okay, so I'm hearing gong, ting, 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 ting. Gong, ting, 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 ting. Immediately, I'm like, this is how I die. Like, this is how it all ends for me in this moment. Like, this is my own personal hell. I've died and gone to hell. Because not only do I hear the gongs, in between every gong, I hear, because of course we're in some like cubicle situation. Like I'm in a cubicle. The whole place is lined with these cubicles with curtains. Yeah. And right outside my little cubicle are two girls that obviously work at this establishment, yapping away. They are talking about their situationships. No. They're talking about corporate. They're talking about their hours and their shifts, and they're talking about this coworker, and they're like, no, literally, like how she reacted is psychotic. It is psychotic. And like to act like that and to respond like that, that is indicative of like you are the problem. Okay. Oh, and this goes on for a couple of minutes when all of a sudden I hear a familiar voice walk up and go, oh my God, my back is totally tweaked. My back is literally killing me, you guys. I just had my last session of the day and my back is fucking killing me. I cannot wait to go home. And this is all I hear in between gongs.
No way.
It was so bad that I've never been so annoyed. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so annoyed with the, like yes. This is nails on a chalkboard. I am uncomfortable. I hate everything about this. They're really, really, really annoying. Like this is so annoying to me, and I'm paying for this. I am actually in control of my destiny here. I'm gonna be paying regardless. Yeah. I might as well fucking leave. Like I don't want to pay to suffer any longer. I am 30 years old. It is my money. I will pay to not suffer at this point. Yeah. And I work up the courage. And Leah, I press that emergency button. About 10 minutes in, I press that emergency button. Guess what? No one comes.
Shut up.
I press it again. No one comes. I start thinking, maybe I'm pressing this button too close together. Like maybe she's busy. Although I can hear her outside the room. So I'm like, maybe I just need to keep pressing the button, but like space it out more. You know, maybe it's coming in too hot. So I start counting to 100 in between each click of the button.
Oh my God.
And no one comes. So I'm like, okay, in line with me being in charge of my destiny, I have no choice but to get the fuck out of here by myself. So I start feeling around and I feel the needles in my hands.
No.
And I take off the needles in my hands.
No, you didn't. Why didn't you just say something? Why weren't you just like, hello?
That's actually an incredible question. I didn't want to. I wanted to get out.
You took them out yourself. That is so hardcore and like punk rock of you. I don't even know what to say.
I took the needles out myself with my hands, and then I work my way up to my face, and I'm feeling around my head, and I just start taking them out of my head.
Oh my God.
And my face. And then once I'm like literally grazing my hand an inch above my skin just to make sure that I've taken them all out.
Are you in the dark? Is this why you can't see where they are?
Well, I mean, I'm lying down flat, so I can't see if there's one sticking out of the top of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no mirror or anything. And it's pretty dark. And I have like headphones on, and I didn't want to take off the headphones and like hit a needle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I take them all out of my face. I looked down. I take them all out of my stomach. And then I sit up and I see that my legs are bleeding because the ones that hurt my legs are bleeding.
Oh my God.
And I'm already bruising.
Oh my God.
I had a bruise on my leg, purple, like black and blue, the size of this mason jar for weeks. Weeks.
Oh my God.
I take them all out of my legs and my feet, and I put on my little sweater dress and my boots, and I start to walk out, and I leave. And the front desk girl goes, "How was your treatment?" And I was like, I'm going to be so honest with you. Unfortunately, I hated literally every single second.
Good for you.
And she was like, what? And I was like, I am so sorry. I really, really, really hated it. And I really, really want to leave. I just want to let you know that there are a bunch of needles on the table and I didn't know where to put them. And so I just wanted you to know, like, maybe you can let someone know that there are a bunch of loose needles in the room that I was just in. I don't know which room number it was, but I just wanted you to know that there are loose needles. And she was like,
God.
wait. You, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I had to take out the needles, and so I just left them on the table. And she was like, you took out the needles yourself? I was like, well, yeah, I kept pressing the emergency button and pressing, and no one was coming. And she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like, well, I didn't know what else to do. I no one was coming. So I really want to leave. And she was like, who were you with? Oh my God, I'll go get her. And I was like, please don't. I really don't want to start. I just want to go. I honestly just want to go. And she was like, oh my God, hold on. And then who comes running back? Suddenly no back pain.
Stop.
to sprint to me through the lobby. Miss Girl. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Can I just check you? I just need to check you and make sure you got all the needles. And I said, I'm wearing tights, so I'm pretty sure I got them all on my legs. I definitely got them. And you'll be thrilled to know that they didn't charge me for that appointment, and
Good.
they gave me another complimentary session for the future.
For your worst enemy to go to. As a gift.
as a little gift.
That is insane.
That was my experience with acupuncture.
Did she explain why she didn't hear the button or anything?
No, she said it didn't go to her watch. I don't know. I don't
believe her.
I don't believe her.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's my story for the week. That's part of my waffle. That's part of my trials and also part of my tribulations.
I don't even... Did it hurt when you took the needles out of your skin? Like, what? I can't even imagine doing that.
It did not hurt, but I did find it disturbing to sit up and see blood. Like, I was like, that's not supposed to happen.
No,
this is not right. Like, this is not right. And it was hurting me. And so I was just like, I'm just taking them out. I'm just doing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So do you think you'll ever get acupuncture again?
So I got acupuncture yesterday.
Oh my God. Was it the same place or a different place?
No, a different place. And
Yeah.
it was an incredible experience.
Oh, good.
So, you win some, you lose some is what I've learned.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I've been on a real journey in the last week or two with acupuncture.
Oh my God.
Anything for my little ovaries.
Wow. I give you a lot of credit. That's hardcore.
I do have to say, I was so proud of myself for being like, I'm actually driving this car. I don't think that I would have done that 2 years ago. Even like 1 year ago, I would have sat there and listened to them complain outside my cubicle and listened to my gongs and been uncomfortable and in pain for the entire time. And then I would have happily, regretfully paid for the entire service. And that I would have done the entire thing. And this time I was just like, actually, I'm too old and too pretty for this.
Correct. Too rich, hot, and fun.
I'm too hot, fun, and rich.
There you go. And it's just not worth it. Wow, that's
It's
crazy.
not.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you continued luck on your holistic journey because
Thank you so
harrowing.
Thanks.
Wow.
So I'm going to consider that most of my waffle.
Great.
And now I want to hear yours.
Okay. So I will do an anticipatory waffle and say that this weekend, I am going to a cabin in the Poconos with Peter and his family for a cute little, that's like our Christmas gift from them, his parents, is to go be in a cabin and in a hot tub and in the mountains and sitting and playing games and drinking beer. So
That is amazing.
I'm really looking forward to that. We had a really great time last year, and I'm very excited to do nothing for the weekend.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's
And I
gonna
saw
be
my
great. Are
friend
you gonna
Jessie
watch?
Lynn this past weekend.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
We did.
I had so much fun. I'll speak for myself. I
Too
had a blast.
so much fun.
Yeah.
We went to, for the listeners and the viewers, we went to Applebee's for many appetizers and one drink and one shot each.
Yep.
Which was incredible.
Raise your hand if you've ever taken tequila shots at the Applebee's in Times Square. My hand is raised.
My hand's up. It's up. With pride. That was a thrill. And then we went to see a show off Broadway and we had such a fun time. And
Just Desserts, shout out.
Just desserts. Say. Me and Peter have been just saying, like, looking at each other in dead silence and going, just desserts. Dun, 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 dun. Like,
Oh my God.
we can't stop singing it.
Wait, thank you for reminding me of that. I'm going to bring it back
Yeah.
in my household, in my respective
It's a real
humble
joy.
abode.
I need to let you know
I
that
had
after
fun.
I also had so much fun. Like, I was also like me and Jessie Lynn were kind of like fangirling reading the playbill because we were in the tiniest little theater and the people we were watching were Broadway, like multiple times over.
Broadway.
We were
Stars.
like, hello. It was
Broadway
amazing.
stars. Yeah.
It was amazing.
What I have to say about seeing musicals and seeing new shows and off-Broadway things, like, you never know what you're going to get. You honestly don't. And I love just getting to have some fun. Like, not everything has to be Hamilton. Has to, like...
Right.
The
next
I think
big
some,
thing. Yeah.
I think some people are missing... are missing the point of just like letting things be enjoyable just because it is. Just have a good fucking time. It's not everything is that serious. I don't know.
I completely agree. And I think we embodied that. I think we really were just having a great time. And I think we didn't talk about this, that the audience member, that there was like a big reveal where like one of the characters goes, it was me. And then someone like 3 rows behind us goes, like... Or what did he say? He was like, oh, or something. Just like a really deep response.
It was just a, oh. It was so funny. It was so funny.
That, I love that shit. And then when the audience laughs at itself, I find that to be one of the most tickling theater experiences. Oh, yes. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So good. Peter and I went to... They do. And speaking of, Peter and I went to Wegmans after we said goodbye to you. We then went back to New Jersey and drove to a Wegmans that was open until midnight to do just like some fun walking around the store aisles and picking some things up.
Oh my gosh.
To end our night.
That's so cute.
It was really fun.
Wow.
That was our date night. And that's my waffle.
Ryan and I got back to our apartment and we were like, should we watch another... like episode of TV or something? And I was like, it's so late. And he was like, it is 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. Yeah. You are officially old. Ha ha.
Yeah, that's fair. That is
fair. Happy to be here. Happy to be old.
Exactly. It's a privilege to be old.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Well, Mrs. Lee, what's one thing that's bringing you joy that has nothing to do with your career?
The ketchup chips that I bought from Trader Joe's. They're really good.
Okay.
I didn't think I was going to like them. I didn't think I was going to like them, but gosh darn it, if those aren't the most crunchiest, most delicious little tomato-y guys I've ever had.
Well, that sounds like a delight, and I'm going to have to try them.
They're a thrill. I really, really enjoyed them. So that's bringing me joy. Right down to the bottom of the bag.
Nice.
And for you?
Something that's bringing me joy right now is, I'm going to follow in your footsteps a little bit with the Trader Joe's thing, but I've been cooking at least one new thing each week, like trying a new recipe. And last night I made a butternut squash, sausage, spinach, brown butter pasta.
Yes.
And it was so good, and I have so many leftovers, and I'm excited to have it in about 10 minutes for brunch.
Perfect. That sounds beautiful. I love like a creamy sauce with like a little like sausage. Like we do like a pumpkin thing that's very similar to that. So good.
Really liked it. And I like just trying new things so I don't get bored.
Yes, agree.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, here's to another great week, another great sit.
I really enjoyed sitting here on this curb with you, Mrs. Lee.
And you, JL.
And you, dear listener.
And to that we say,
We'll see you next time on the curb. Bye.